Today's topic is memorizing lines. Hey guys, I'm Armando Leduc.
And I am Shauna Rappold, Leduc.
Today we're talking about memorizing lines.
Yes.
It's something that actors have a hard time with if they're doing it incorrectly.
One thing that I like to go by, it's something that one of my teachers told me in a class that I was taking in Los Angeles. Feline England was her name. She always told me, if you can't see it, you can't say it. And I 100% agree with that.
What does that mean?
Well, let me tell you what that means. So if you have, in your script, you're having a conversation or even a monologue, if, we're talking to some theater actors, let's say you're talking about a plate of food that you're eating. You can't talk about that food if you don't, A, know what you're eating. So let's say it's a bowl of spaghetti and meatballs. I need to know, what color is the plate that it's on? What color is the sauce? Is it a bright red? Is it more of an orange? What does it taste like? What does it smell like? Am I at home eating at my kitchen table or on the couch watching a movie? Am I in a restaurant?
What time of day is it?
Is it daytime? Is it nighttime? Is there music?
Right.
What's the ambiance? Am I on a date?
What part of the country is it in?
Yeah, all of that stuff matters.
Right.
So you need to be able to see and create your environment, because that's how we recall as human beings. That's how we talk about things that we know about, because we can see the images running
If you
through
think
our
about
heads.
the word pink elephant, you're not thinking about the word pink elephant. You're thinking about
seeing
a pink elephant. Right.
And which is funny. It's funny because I just saw a little itty bitty porcelain pink elephant in my head.
Right. Mine is more big with Dumbo-esque with big ears and stuff. That brings me to another point of when you are using your imagination, we all think differently, obviously. Yeah. When you think pink elephant, you're going to think, maybe you thought of a bunch of pink elephants, or maybe you thought of a baby elephant, or
wallpaper of elephants, which is a lot of elephants.
Which means that your choices as an actor is important and unique to you.
Yeah.
Right? And we'll talk about making choices later on because I don't want to digress too much. But memorizing lines is all about creating the environment first, knowing where you are, who you are. We could spend a whole hour on acting technique.
Because it goes into so many other things. Memorizing
really
goes into but we're going to have so many shows that you can watch.
And we'll talk about that. But for right now, know that you have to create your environment first before you do anything.
See it to say it. See it to say it.
See it to say it. That's step number one. Step number two, knowing what you're saying and why you're saying it, right? So it kind of goes into number one a little bit too. In terms of, you want to make sure that you know what you're saying, first and foremost, what is the purpose of what you're saying?
I've had so many actors say to me, I just don't understand what I'm saying. And it's a line that they keep messing up, or they feel weird or uncomfortable. I'm like, what's going on with you? And they're like, I really don't know what I'm saying.
Right. If you're doing a movie and it's a lot of technical terms, maybe you're in a submarine and you have zero idea about submarine talk. I've had several auditions where I'm talking about knots and this and that. The most important thing to do is get on Google, look up these words.
Research these things.
Research them.
Do your homework.
Because the people that you're playing are saying these words as if they're second nature. It's something that they say almost every day. You may not say it every day, but they say it every day.
Right.
So you have to say these words as if you've been saying them every day for years.
Like the words you normally say every day. Like you.
Right. So knowing what you're saying and why you're saying it is super important.
Right.
Right? So it's going to give you, once again, images in your head, and you're not thinking about the line so much as why you're saying the lines. And that'll kind of help you as well, because you're not just thinking about the words. And we'll talk about rote memory here in a second, which is something that you kind of want to stay away from.
Well, that kind of ties me into something that we both like to do, to add a little bit of subtext, adding on to your sentence. So say I was saying, I'm going to the store. Say I was telling my husband, I'm going to the store. I would add on to that line, me personally, as an exercise. I'm going to the store because we need to get champagne and some candles and some pasta and some salad, and maybe I'll get something to spray in the house to make it smell good because we're about to have a date. Which makes I'm going to the store
nice.
Have more depth.
And romantic. But see, the thing is, what if I changed it and said, I'm going to the store to pick up rope, a shovel, right?
That could be a really good date for some people.
Hold on.
I'm just saying.
I'm talking about in a horror sense. You know what I mean? Like maybe we just killed somebody, right? And I'm like, I'm going to the store to pick it up. So the way you say I'm going to the store is going to completely change.
Of course, and what you add as that exercise to whatever you're saying, obviously you want it to pertain to the story.
Correct.
You know, you don't want to just go rogue. Right. But yeah, that's a fun little exercise that we like to do.
Well, and that goes into choices, actually. It's like the more interesting the choice, the more interesting your performance, right? And you don't necessarily need to know, the director and the casting director and the people aren't going to know what you're saying, right? They're going to be, you have what we call an actor's secret as to why you're saying, that.
Right.
And it'll come off a lot more interesting for you. So I would choose interesting choices that are going to get you, one, out of your head, right? And you're acting from here. You're acting from emotion. Mm-hmm. And it also gives you...
Or perspective.
Yeah, more a different perspective on something that everybody else is kind of... And that's going to go into, like, risk-taking. That's a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But
so easy to get off topic.
Right. It is, because there's so many things. However, add on to the line and know why you're saying that word, right? Step number 4.
Step number 4, creating the world. We kind of touched on that in number 1. You know, you want to create your space and your environment. Appeal to all of your senses, you know, what you're seeing, what you're hearing, what you're smelling, what you're touching, what you're tasting. And you don't have to be eating something to taste something. Like, you know, sometimes I smell a candle and I'm like, I know what that would taste like. Or, I know what that would taste like.
Right.
You know, so if you create your world, create your environment, it's just going to all of a sudden be real.
Yeah. So just get into the mode of creating. Step number 5 is super important. And that's work with a partner.
Please.
You won't know how it sounds unless you say it. And the thing is, not only say it, but understand when your cues are from somebody else. I see so many actors that come in and I'm coaching them on an audition or I'm coaching them in a class and I'll ask them, have you read this out loud with someone? And they said, no, they haven't. And that's the first time. Don't let the first time you go to an audition be the first time you say the script out loud. With somebody else. It's extremely important. Luckily, you know, we're married and we're lucky in that sense. However, before we met, I would use people in my acting class. And my mom, you know, my sister, anybody.
And it's a great way to make new friends.
Yeah.
It's a great way to network and to feel like, especially if you're not from here, to have a sense of community. If you reach out to other actors...
Here is New Orleans, by the way. Right now.
Yes. Right now we're in New Orleans. Creating a sense of community no matter where you were. When I was living in Los Angeles, I felt really, really lonely until I created a community of people that I could talk about acting with, talk about music with. And it just makes all the difference in the world. And you can be each other's buddies.
Yeah.
You know?
Find a buddy. Find an acting buddy. That way, when they have an audition, you can help them. And when you have an audition, they can help you.
Yeah.
Right? And have at least 5 or 6 people that you can rely on, because not everybody's going to be available when you need.
And if not everybody is available, the next thing that really helps is repetition.
Step number 6.
Step number 6.
Repetition.
Of course, you still do want to get it off the page out loud with somebody else. But, you know, if that's becoming a problem somewhere... Sometimes you just have to say things over and over and over.
I think I heard somewhere that Anthony Hopkins...
perfect.
I believe that he reads a script about 100 times before he starts filming. It's something crazy like that. He just devours a script about 100 times. He knows it inside and out. And that's what you have to do, you know, with your material. Is you need to own this material. Do the work. Do the homework. Don't just phone it in and think that, you know, that you're going to get the role because... You're not prepared, right? You got to do the homework. You
have to put in the work.
Put the work in. It takes time, you know. And if you have ADD like myself, it just means that you're gonna have to do twice as much work. But it's fine, you know. If you're using the method of creating the world and knowing why you're saying the things and what you're saying, it makes it a lot easier.
And speaking and putting in the work, I feel like that takes us to number 7.
Right.
The more work you put in on a daily basis, the easier it's actually going to get. It's like exercising.
Yeah.
You know, when you first start exercising, your body is so sore for the first 3 weeks because you're using all of your muscles in a different way that they're not used to be working, and they're just sore and you can't go to the bathroom without being in pain.
Sure.
That's what we have to do with our memories and our minds. You know, we need to be memorizing something every day, whether it's
a song,
monologues
for
sonnet,
sure,
a monologue. If you're just so busy you can't find anything, grab the back of your cereal box. They always have something written on there. You know, memorize that.
Right.
Just memorize something every day, and it's going to keep your memory.
Yeah, you'll stay a lot more sharp.
Sharp.
And then step number 8, it's not really a step in terms of just more clarification and definition.
Yeah.
And it's the difference between rote memory and I like to call it active memory. Right? I don't know if that is a term.
Tell me.
But I am going to call it active memory.
Tell me what you mean.
Let me tell you about active memory.
Okay.
All right. So with rote memory is, say the line is, hey guys, I'm out of here. All right? That's the line. And all I'm going to say is, hey guys, I'm out of here. 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 Hey guys. That's called rote memory, right? What happens when you're doing rote memory is you start to get a cadence and a song and a way that you've been saying that line, right? Let me tell you why that's dangerous. Is because once you get on set, the director's going to go, yes, I love that. Okay, let's do another take. This time I want you to be a little bit more angry, or do you have a Southern accent? Can you give me a Southern accent? Or you know,
well, yes, sir, I can.
Right. So on that, no, right? So he's all like, I want you to do a Southern accent. And if you've been saying that thing like, hey guys, get out of here. Hey guys, I'm out of here. Hey guys, I'm out of here. You're gonna say it that way every single time, no matter what. And you're just gonna be, and now you're not saying it from an active memory of having created the environment, having created your character, having created the relationship, all of that stuff. Now you're just saying lines and it's empty. You know, and you can always tell when somebody doesn't know something because their eyes are just blank.
Yeah, go below the surface.
You got to dig. And the digging is the detective work. It's the discoveries that you're going to make, right?
It's roots.
You know, creating.
Get your roots, grow your roots into your story.
Right. So make sure that you guys are not learning in rote, that you guys are learning in an active way, active memory with creation, and that and knowing why and answering all of those questions. And I promise you, the memorizing process is going to be so much easier.
And fun.
It
is going to be fun. It's fun.
It is a blast. Right. If you guys aren't having fun with the process and the learning, you're doing it wrong. You're not.
Or maybe it's not for you, but
maybe it's not for you. But
this should be fun.
There's fun. You need to find the fun in it, right? You need to find the fun in everything. Yeah. Well, it is a play, right? It's acting. It's play.
Oh.
So make sure you play.
Oh.
Right.
Okay. Well, there you go, you guys. These are our tips on memorizing lines. We hope that it was very helpful for you.
Yeah. And so, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave some questions down below, and we're going to get to them. Make sure you guys visit our site, actingthebiz.com, if you guys are looking for some consultations, some
acting coaching.
You
want us to put you on tape for something.
Maybe you're stuck in your career and you need sort of a lift. You know, we can help you with that too. Some inspiration, some accountability. We want to make sure that you are moving forward. So if you want to work with us, visit us at actingthebiz.com. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Appreciate it.